Hi everybody, it's Linda. I am back with a flip through of two little cutie school theme journals. They are adorable, really. Very vintage, very retro, very fun. There are two of them. They are currently listed in my Etsy shop, JoyfulMakesAndFinds. There is a link to the listing in the description box below for each of them, and a link to my shop, and a link to anything that I used that I will mention. Okay, so I'm going to scoot number 2 aside, and we're going to talk about number 1. They are a little bit different in terms of what's in there, just a little. So you might, if you're really interested, you might want to take a peek at both of them just to see which one you prefer. Okay, so journal number 1, as it's listed in my shop, has a very vintage fabric cover. I think these were curtains, kitchen curtains from the 50s or 60s, if I'm not mistaken, so very old. And I also created a little yo-yo from the same fabric to coordinate on the cover. One of my favorite back to school or school time images here on the front, and I actually attached it to an old notebook, a little piece of an old notebook, and wove some ribbon through the holes. I have jute and eyelet closure. And it is lined on both sides with the same adorable fabric, and I made a little pocket out of this ticking fabric with some vintage rickrack for the inside. I thought that had a fun school look. And in the inside pocket here is a library card and some chai tea, which I thought sounded kind of fallish. So a fun scrapbook paper. You know, honestly, I don't think I used any digitals in this kit. I think it's all scrapbook papers and vintage images from my collection, but we'll see. So a little pocket here, and one of my favorite fall back to school kind of images with these girls in these great outfits, and I lined it with some vintage ledger, or not vintage, I'm sorry, children's ledger paper. I did some stenciling on the background here. Let's see if, hopefully I can get my words out a little better here. And a little notebook paper there, some very vintage music paper, some scrapbook paper. This was actually an old Girl Scout scrapbook paper. It doesn't say Girl Scouts, but I know that's what it was. I used this to make a scrapbook, Girl Scout scrapbook for my daughter. And then this side opens up for lots of journaling space, and I did some background stenciling there too. Also, a very vintage children's reader here, and some scrapbook paper. I think, sorry, I made that a little confusing. I just now noticed you could still see that. I did a fabric flip with some fun school-themed fabric and some trim and a little teacher apple that says teacher charm on a bulb pin. And then I attached it to some braille paper. A page from an old lettering book. Some map. Scrapbook paper. Here I created a little fold-over pocket. And this is print from a composition book cover. And a little old fun music. I made into a journal card there with a little topper that sticks out over the top. Some coffee dyed paper, some denim paper that's a pocket, and how cute are these two little rascals. Another one of my favorite vintage images. Some scrapbook paper. It's got school buses and schools and kids and stuff on there. So this is a pocket that is just kind of like supplies. So it's got a brown paper bag And inside the brown paper bag are some blank tags, and then tucked into the side I made some matching tags. So it's a tuck spot, and it is multi-pockets there. So just some fun. I thought this would be a really fun journal for using, putting all of your old school class pictures, be they from when you were young, or your children or your grandchildren, or a mix of all of them, but just small school memorabilia would be really fun. You could also use this to just chronicle grandchildren's school for the year, or give it as a gift, or you know, just for fun. Just do your fall journaling in it. And this is the center of the signature, and I used this fun print of these colored pencils, and I put some really fun beads and charms on the ends. There's a pencil and a little mathematical equation, it looks like, on a chalkboard, and then just some coordinating beads. Hope you're seeing this okay, and I'm not scooting around too much. Tried to leave a lot of blank areas that you can add your own things or decorate. This pocket has a little page of Mrs. Grossman stickers. Are they? Oh, I thought they were Mrs. Grossman, but they're not. They're Frances Meyer stickers. Okay. And then this is a fold out, or a flip out, I'm sorry, envelope. And on the front of the envelope, I created 2 pockets, and inside the pockets are just some little ephemera pieces. This is a Project Life card and a little handmade tag. And then in this back pocket is just a little school-themed card. And then it opens up, and tucked inside of this is a Tim Holtz journaling card, and it's got the eye chart, which I thought was fun. I can remember going and having my eyes checked at school when I was young. They used to do that. And I made a little tuck space here, and then there is a little journaling paper. Okay. And then on this back side, this is one of my favorite spreads. This is the back of the envelope that tucks around the page here, and I just did a little cluster there over this really pretty map paper, and then this adorable little vintage. I believe this is from the Graphics Fairy, and it just tucks right in there. This is the other side of the vintage lettering book. This is the Braille page, and I created a little pocket there and just took a paint chip and added a little image to it for some journaling or decorating. This is a fold out of space for telling your school story. You could add photos, whatever, names of your teachers. Okay, and then we're here at the back sides of the different pages. This is the vintage reader. This is one of the multi-fold pockets that I like to make. I made it out of a children's school book. And in this little pocket here are some tickets. This is a little journaling card that I made with a little collage on it. And then tucked in here is just a little writing, little apple card for writing. And in the back here is teacher themed, larger paper for writing. And then there's also room for one more thing tucked in the very back as well. And then in this last pocket is another little collaged journaling card that I made on a coffee dyed index card. And I just love these plaids. They really remind me of school in the 60s and 70s when I was in elementary school. So since this is a paper bag. This is the back pocket, and there's a lot of room in there, and I just tucked this fun little journaling card. I think looks like a Dr. Seuss owl a little bit. And then these, if you wanted a different ties, this is easy to remove, but I thought it gave it just kind of a rustic vintage look. But you could change the twine if you so desired. This is the back of the journal. So this is journal number 1. Let's look at journal number 2. And I do want to mention that, as always, my journals do come with a pack with offcuts, and it's got little trims and buttons and pieces of the paper and little things like that. All of my journals always come with these. I just don't always remember to mention it in my flip through videos. Okay, so journal number 2, it's got some different beads on the signatures, really cute ones. The cover is exactly the same. Most of the elements are exactly the same, but just a few differences. There were some things I just didn't have 2 of, so I had to change it up a little. This is exactly the same. The handmade fabric pocket and the decaf chai tea and the library card. The same here, this adorable image journaling card. This is the multi-fold pocket page, and it has just a few different elements tucked into the pockets. This one has a little school bus paper and a little flash card and a notepad paper. And there's room for tucking more in the back as well. Okay. The Braille. This is the same little pocket here with this paint chip journal card tucked in. This is the same adorable little guys on their way to their first day of school. This is the fold over pocket with the composition book print and a different but similar journaling card. This one has the days of the week and a fun little fabric topper. This one is the paper bag, and it's got supplies in it. I've made some little tags that match, and they stick out of the side there, and there's tags in and tucked into the paper bag. This one has a little cluster there on the pocket. This is a different page. It's a little side pocket, and it's got a little good behavior ticket award tucked in there, a little bit of apple trim that looks like it would be a border from a bulletin board. The center of the signature with the beads. This one's got the charms are these little school kids. Well, just little kids, but I just think that's so cute. And then just some other pretty coordinating beads. I hope you can see that. All right, so this is a different page. It's just a scrapbook paper, and it's got the fabric flip on the back and the teacher charm. And then this is the fold out envelope for this one. It's got some different elements in the pockets. This one has a subtraction index card or flash card, and it's got this little tag, and it's got just a little cute little image of a little boy there. And then it opens up, and here's a tuck with some of the blank music paper for writing, and inside of here is another Tim Holtz journaling card, and this one is a looks like the cover of a vintage reader and grammar book. Swinton's Language Lessons. Okay, and then this page has that really cute graphics fairy image in the map, scrapbook paper, and the little cluster on the envelope flap. This pocket has a cute school-themed Project Life card tucked in there. This is the fold-out of the children's writing paper. These are the back sides. This is the fold-out of the scrapbook paper with the background stenciling. And this back page has this cute little collaged coffee dyed index card tucked in some background stenciling there. Tucked in there. And then the back page, the pocket, and inside of this pocket is another flash card. Not vintage, but just cute and fun. So this is journal number 2, and they are both listed. Let me get the other one back. In my Etsy shop, Joyful Makes and Finds, if you are interested. And as I thought, I did not use any digitals in these. I just used things from my stash, which is always nice. So I've got lots more coming. I'm kind of having a back to school theme in my Etsy shop this month of August. So I am listing some vintage readers, full vintage readers, and some fall themed things, and just lots of new things this month coming in my shop. And then I'm also starting on my next journals. So if you have any ideas of what you'd like for me to see for this fall, I haven't decided on what kind of fall themes I'm going to do. So if you have any ideas or anything you'd like to see, please leave me a comment and let me know. Leave a comment, say hello. If you enjoyed watching this flip through, please leave my video a like. Please consider subscribing. I would love to have new subscribers. I appreciate every minute that you spend with me, and I look forward to seeing you soon with another project. Come visit me at my shop. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.